adapted your teaching to try and incorporate it?
Okay, with the introduction of CETL, the head of department, in his wisdom, asked me to front up a group which would look at using technology in the delivery of content, delivery of mathematics in lectures, in tutorials or whatever. And so I felt it incumbent upon me, since I was heading this group, that I ought to at least embrace some of the technologies that were available. And the first thing I looked at and incorporated on a regular basis was the use of voting systems in lectures, and that turned out to be relatively painless, although very stressful in lectures, because the use of technology in lectures is, I found anyway, very, very stressful. Even though I was very familiar with it by the time I actually started to use it, I still found it stressful, because in lectures, when you're talking to about 180 people, if there's even 20 seconds of silence from the tutor, and this is a very strong-willed character, and I regard myself as fairly strong-willed, but if there's even a 20-second period of silence, that will be filled by students talking away. And once they've started talking and messing about, if that's the right phrase, it's quite difficult to get them to stop. So as a lecturer, I feel I have to be in control all the time. And using technology, there are gaps in the lecture in which I'm just playing about with the system. I'm playing about with the technology itself. I'm either pressing buttons to get it going. But overall, they found it very interesting, quite useful, and quite entertaining, because you don't ask serious questions all the time. You can ask icebreaker questions, questions that just get people talking about politics or history or whatever. So it is a useful tool in mathematics, as far as the delivery of mathematics is concerned. I have not used it, although I've delivered it, I would say, on 22 occasions out of 24 lectures. I wouldn't say I've used it intelligently. And by that I mean, have I designed my questions correctly to test what I want to test? And have I analysed the responses, which are there for, which can be recorded and I can view later on. I have to admit that I didn't record them. I didn't care particularly what the responses were. I was just concerned with using the technology and making sure it worked properly and engaging the students a little bit. But I certainly wasn't intelligent in my use of voting systems, and if I wanted to use it properly, a lecture which would normally take me about 10 minutes to prepare, because as I say, I've been in the game a long time, it would take me about an hour and 10 minutes to prepare. So it's a serious commitment of time if you're going to use that particular piece of technology, voting system.